time I didn't update my stuff. The second time I had some technical difficulties, and the third time is going to be the charm. We're loading DungeonDraft. I was thinking maybe my stats have always been bad on DungeonDraft, and I just never noticed because I never bothered to check. So maybe something like that's going on. Who knows? And I mean, it looks fine now, but it always looks fine when it's loading, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tear apart this map that I started, and we're gonna add a river to it. I thought I heard an echo um, of myself. Doesn't look like I should. Man, I get so paranoid. One stream I muted myself on purpose, and then I never unmuted myself when I thought I was going to. So now I'm paranoid about two things: frame rate drops and being muted. So I was muted for like an hour. It was great. It was an amazing time. Everything seems to be going fine here. So far, we're just waiting for DungeonDraft to load. Okay, here we go. We saved it from last time, which means also what's going to happen is all of like the shadows and stuff I already turned off are going to turn back on. But what we're going to do is we're going to tear out this second floor wall because we looked on Foundry and we discovered that where we could see that the tokens actually see the second floor, which I was almost positive, but I wanted to make sure. And we want to see, I thought I saved this here, maybe I didn't. But I saved this little poke out thing. I guess I didn't. I don't know. It's gone. I hit save before I left. But we're gonna put in two things here. We're gonna put the entrance to the stream, and it's gonna be that nasty water. And we're gonna put the exit to the stream. The stream being, yeah, I'm losing frames again. Maybe it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not a video game. We're just gonna assume it doesn't matter. Oh, now I'm covering up this thing over here too. I guess I moved since I was here last. Let me move that over. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have I mean, the only thing that will be glitchy is probably me, and who cares about me, right? So, once again, we're gonna go back to this object tool, and we're still on the object tool, which is nice, and we're gonna pick two different streams, entrances, and we're gonna kind of just put them, we just need them as a marker, basically. We can turn it a little, whoops, we can turn it a little bit too. Which one do I need? For slow rotate, Z. I want the stream to come in like this, or the stream to come in, let's have it come in like this, I think. Yeah, and we'll slow rotate it to like about here. Actually, I think we're gonna want that on the second floor, so let's put that on the second floor. About right there. And then it's gonna come out, we're gonna use a different one. And so why is it on the second floor? Because they only can see the second floor. The first floor will be the water. Alright, I'm just double checking my brain. There, we'll use this one, I think. Look at that little tiny one. You know in The Hobbit when they go in the barrels? Thinking something like that. These are the same, I'm almost positive. These are the same. I have them in here twice somehow. And we'll put it, I think, we'll put it right here. Yeah. Now we're gonna do the painful part. we're going to go to the path tool. We're going to edit this, and we're just going to delete this whole thing. This was the most painful, if I remember correctly. These two parts here, man, it is chugging. In fact, am I even streaming anymore? No, look at that jump. Holy shit. The fuck, man? OBS. That update like destroyed my... What happens if we turn off my camera? Video capture device. Let's make myself disappear. Poof, there I go. Let's see if that does anything. That means we can also turn off this thing. Oh, my camera actually didn't even know what it was going on when I did that. Okay, now I got my voice back. Let's see if that does anything. My camera's actually been an issue. I bought a new camera and it was worse, so maybe that was the thing. I turned it off, I deleted myself. We'll deal with that later. Hopefully, we'll see. There was an update for that, for some of this stuff. So maybe it's the update, the Windows and the camera doesn't like each other. But we don't need to be, you don't need to see me. Back to what I was doing here. And I'll keep an eye on the frame rate. Maybe I'll give up. We're going to delete this whole thing. So I think what we're going to want to do is... We're on the second floor. Delete it. Let's go to the first floor. It's still there. Second floor, it's missing. Perfect. We're going to go to the path tool. And it's not going to remember what I was on before. That's okay. Just got to find it here. I think it's C. C3, that's it. And for this one, we want it to have no transition at all. No, we're going to want to have it fade out because we're going to link it up with the thing up at the top. It's hard for me to tell. Okay, this is where it comes in. I'm still on edit points. We're going to turn snap on. Let's make sure here. I think I put something down before, like a marker, so I can tell. Yeah, I'm not losing any frames, so it's my camera that was causing the issue. From that Windows update last night, probably it conflicted with something. Okay, so we're gonna go from here. Man, this is hard to see. Let's fix this compare so I can see more. We're gonna reference the first floor, current level. We're gonna be a little darker. Yeah, we'll do it like this much. Yeah, and so this is the issue, is that this could, that actually looks fine. It could have looked really shitty. So we're gonna turn off snap after that, and we're just gonna go along here and follow. Oh, there's that H from the little test earlier. We're gonna follow this along. See, it's different than the other one, but that's okay. We're gonna follow this all the way up to... Yeah, it totally is my camera. That's crazy. I have another camera. I guess maybe I'll go back to my old camera. Not right now. I don't have Foundry open, so it's... Maybe it's that too. Some Windows update just imploded something. Did I stream since then? No, yeah, I haven't streamed since the Windows update. So this looks kind of weird, but it's gonna be fine. See how it darkens over? And I want that stone floor to be there for the second floor, and we'll put those planters in and shit when we do that floor, which is what I was planning on doing today. I wasn't gonna do this stream. Is this getting more and more opaque as we go? It shouldn't. Okay, when I click, you know, it was doing that in the past. I think it is. I think what we're gonna have to do, what happens if we turn this to none? Does that fix the issue? Let's undo this whole thing. Yep, starting over again. We're gonna have it on none, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do just a little connection over here. So let's do this again. Snap for that part. It would kind of be cool if DungeonDraft had a button that you could push that was snap. That would force it to snap. Maybe there is a button, and I just don't know what the button is. Yeah, it was telling my camera. No issues whatsoever now. Couldn't stand how handsome I am. Alright, we'll keep going here. And I'm following the thing on the first floor, not the floor. I'm like trying to, you know, keep it somewhat similar to the one on the first floor because you can see through it a little bit if there's some weirdness. So what we're gonna do, okay, we're not there yet. I thought we were getting close. We are not getting close. And I can fix these floors if for some reason they aren't working out. The stone floors is what I'm talking about. They were kind of going over here. I think I've only redrawn these like 4 or 5 times. It's weird too with my overhead light. I never notice the glare on my monitor unless I'm doing DungeonDraft and Foundry. We're getting there. Some of this matches up perfectly. It's weird. Like right there was almost perfect. Alright, so what I think is about, let's put snap back on and see where that gets us. Right about there. We'll end that. We can always add a little more if we have to, but now we're going to, the transition is going to be fade out. We might have to add a little bit more on. Yeah, that shit's ugly with that snap on. Let's turn that off. Let's turn snap off. That's terrible. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Let's do fade in and fade out. Oh, come on. You're going to save it right now? Now I can't undo it? Alright. Fucking DungeonDraft. Gonna have to guess here until I get the right spot. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be pretty fucking close to perfect. And what we'll do... this is too big. So let's put this here. Let's go back and we'll delete this thing. I think I had this at like 50% before. And I didn't do it this time. Yeah, I did. And we'll do the Z here to turn it. This looks like it's really huge, but it isn't. It's just that I'm zoomed in really far. Can we turn a little tiny bit more without it looking too wonk? I think that looks pretty good. Oh, we're gonna have to put this floor out, but that's okay. Oh, so they'll be able to climb up on top above this too. Yeah, I didn't plan that, but that's pretty awesome. Then we'll go back to the path tool here, and we're gonna go fade in. No, we're not. We're gonna go backwards all the way back over to here. Yeah. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna turn snap on, and we're gonna go like, because this is gonna have to go in. Will that be too obvious? We'll have it go like this. You know, we'll kind of cut this. So what we'll do, turn snap off. Go back to here, and we're gonna put that floor. We're gonna make that floor go out. I'm pointing at the monitor. You can't even, my camera's not even on. You can't even see me pointing. And pointing's useless in the first place, but um, with my camera off, it's even worse. So I'm always very curious how Microsoft does their I'm in IT for a living, how they do their updates. Like, who has time to be updating their software to work with, like, so my camera's broken, obviously. There's something crazy about it. Like, how much time do they give them for their preview? You know, like, here's the new version. You need to test this, because they need to give them like 6 months. Because who has time to be fucking updating their software all the time? Every time Microsoft releases an update and it breaks shit. Nobody has time for that. And if you're on the Microsoft like normal update path, shit just gets destroyed like every fifth update. Okay, we're going here. We're making time. The whole system's a mess is what I'm saying. Microsoft's update system is just fucking trash. So yeah, if they have like a thief in their party or whatever, they can just climb right up that wall, right up to the next floor. I feel like we've accomplished nothing so far because of this slight change in plan here. It was going to be so simple. I'm on the right floor. Just double checking. Make sure I'm not on like the fifth floor or something. Oh, you know what I should double check too is make sure you guys can hear me. Otherwise, it's okay. I know I already double checked before, but what did I do? I broke something. Um, Always double check everything. Measure 15 times, cut once. Yeah, I guess it's kind of weird that all my maps have a little river going through them, but whatever, right? I guess I like rivers. A lot of it too is where are they getting their water? At least that's how it was in the other two maps. Is it's set up so that's where they're getting their water from. All right, we're getting pretty close here. Um, so let's put snap back on and snap it to here. Yeah, that looks good. All right, then we're gonna do the fade in and out again. And oh, we never faded it in up here. Let's go back up to here and fade in this guy. And we turn snap off. We got fade in and out. And we're gonna have to do that same fucking thing we did. This is backwards now. So we're gonna have to go. Doesn't look very fadey, does it? I guess it's fadey. Fadey. Yeah, this is gonna be weird. Okay, that's not bad. That's good. Then we're gonna fade it into here. You kind of gotta go a ways before the fade. I think we're gonna have to just live with that. I think that's what we're gonna have to live with. All right, then we'll fade it in and out over here. And hopefully we don't have to do this on the first level as well. Let's start on this side if I can. Whoa, this one is still at its original size. We're gonna bring it down to 50%. Hmm. It's gonna look a little weird with it just dawned on me. Do we have any that are better? It's gonna look a little weird with this going up against the edge. See how this goes up against the edge? Here, I'll point with the very edge of this. With the same texture, this is gonna be a different texture. It's gonna be very obvious. In fact, let's look at that real quick. So I'm not giving up on this idea. We want to make sure. Yeah, so it's gonna be very odd. We don't have any with no. What set is this? What was I clicking on? It should be fine, but it is gonna be noticeable. Once again, this is one of those things that probably doesn't matter to anyone. No one's gonna really care. As a pattern shape, it is. So we're gonna edit this guy. I'm on the second floor here. That might be a little too far. Is this thing going up on top of it? Well, we'll see here in a second. That's gonna be even weirder if that's the case. No, it doesn't go up on top of it. This one we want to go to here. Oh man, you can see the fade right there. You see the fade a lot right there. We might have to fix that. Maybe we don't need the fade. All right, let's see here. Let's not compare levels and see how this looks. Hmm. You can see a definite line there. That's because of the fade, though. I mean, that's not the end of the world. I wish it looked like this instead of this gray part, but all right, let's fix this fade. Let's go back to, what is that, the path tool? I was mentioning this in another stream. I am very curious how much professionals get paid to do this, because it seems like a lot of time doing stuff. What we can do probably here actually is pull this forward a tiny bit. Like to here, the issue we're gonna have, there we go, there we go. Oh, I just noticed this over here too, which we can see this fade sticking out. So that's okay though. The issue is remember, they're gonna be able to see inside this. We'll throw down walls and stuff to make it less shitty looking. But let's fix this thing too. See how this is all. Can we bulge out this side? There's also a shadow on this. Yeah, there we go. All right. That isn't perfect, but I think that's about as good as we're gonna be able to get it with the tools that we have, and that's kind of like, that's going to be your mantra for Dungeon Draft and Foundry. There's just not, neither one of the programs are perfect. I can't tell which one's better. We're gonna get rid of this guy though. Why won't you let me delete this? Did I just delete something up here on accident? Doesn't look like it. And so neither tool is perfect. Fucking shadows. There's probably a shadow on that thing up there. Stability wise, I would say Foundry is way more stable than Dungeon Draft. Way more stable. Think this. Yeah, I guess since I redrew it, I don't need to have it pop out anymore. So yeah, we can do that. Fucking shadow. Didn't I just turn off shadow? What does that look? What is the difference in look? Barely anything. I'm actually gonna leave shadow on there for this one. No, I'm not, because we need to have it matched as best we can over here. Okay. Back to our path tool here, and hopefully I'm gonna try this without a fade. We'll leave snap on. I'm still on edit. Yeah, that's the issue. Without the fade, is you get these weird lines. All right, let's get rid of that. Let's turn the fade back on for this one. Yeah. That actually doesn't look bad. I don't have any fade on that side. No. This side looks funky. Funky is the term. Can I move this in a little bit? Yes, I can. All right. That looks pretty good, actually, in my mind at least. We're going to have this none and this one fade. Is that right? Is my brain working correctly? I don't think my brain's working correctly there. Whoa, shit. Redo. Okay. No, I think the way, let's put the snap back on. Let's try something here. Let's do like that, and let's see if I can edit this and like drag this so this doesn't look so shitty. I said edit this and drag it so it doesn't look, oh, we got snap on is the issue. So it doesn't look so shitty. That looks pretty good if we just line it up there. So we're gonna put walls on the inside and hopefully they won't see this. Then we can go back to this and go none here. And I don't think we want to snap. Maybe we do. Let's see. Where does snap gonna bring us? Whoa, I still have edit on. Snap is not gonna bring us to the right spot. What about here? That's doable for now. And what we'll do is we'll do that same adjusting. See how there's some craziness there. We'll do that same adjusting. We're almost done with fixing this. It only took 30 minutes, well, an hour of indecision and then 30 minutes of work. So back to my thing about how much people get paid to do this. Do they get the hour of indecision? That's about as good as we're gonna get that. I think we could fade that, I guess. See, look at that line there. What happens if we edit this? Can we move this around a little more? Now we got shit on either side. I don't think fade's gonna help that issue though. So let's do that one, and we'll just leave that. You can see there's a little one of those over here too. Like I said, an erase tool would actually be amazing. Erase tool would solve like 90% of these issues. I was gonna fix something. It was this over here. I think what we can do, what is going on here, is we can like, nope, we can't do that. We can maybe like that. They'll see that. So fade actually is kind of causing me issues here. Oh, what? If I can make this just a little bit darker, I think we'll be fine. There we go. I think that's good. Now we gotta fix this floor again, which isn't that big of a deal. The floor is like the easiest thing to fix at this point. This looks good. I'm gonna save this fucking thing and it better save. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was totally the video thing. It blows my mind. Okay, so we did all that, and hopefully not for nothing, and then we're going to go back to the first floor, and we're going to compare this to the second floor. And current level, we're going to turn this down some. Oh, and you know what we also should do? We'll hit OK to this. Is that it? That's it. We're going to go over here and get rid of this H that I saw floating around. There's the H. What floor is that on? Has to be 1 or 2. There we go. Second floor, no, first floor compare with the second floor. Where's our little river here? I lost it. Is that it? Let's make this less. Like 25, fourth floor. Oh, that could have been the problem. There it is right there. So on the first floor, we're on the first floor. Why can't we see the ground? I guess I have it so dim. We're gonna put a marker of some sort here. We'll put a marker right here, and we'll put the H in again, and we'll know the water's coming out here. Actually, that's not gonna work. Let's delete that. Let's draw the water in right now. We want a stream. I'm thinking here. We want a stream that comes out of here. Hopefully this wasn't a horrible mistake and we can do this. I mean, we tested it, right? We tested it and everything worked perfectly. Sorry. All right, well, we use one of these maybe, but I think what we want to use is one of these gross water things down here. So here's one. Let's make this compare. Make ours darker. I can't see that where that thing is though. Both at 50? Nope. Am I comparing the wrong floor again? Yes, because fuck me, right? Nope. Like having deja vu or something happening. I think this happened like last time where I was trying to compare floors and I couldn't. Right there. All right, so how are we gonna do this? The edge might be better. though. This is gonna be easier if we do like a path. Well, let's see how it looks. Let's end this. We want this under though. Okay, we're gonna have to delete the path on the first floor, but that might not matter. I think that's gonna be fine. Let's do this like that, and then like do like that. This is just a test to see how it will look. What was our water brush options? I was using like this one, which is the same color. So that works, or at least it's a close enough color. Like if we want to go away from this thing, you know, like if we don't want to use the edge of a stream, what is this like edge on it though? Oops. Redo 1. All right. Compare to 2. I don't, so it's not 2. That's like 4 or something. Compare to second floor. I'm in the wrong spot. I can't see it. I turned down my own, but then what the fuck? Oh, now we're on 4th floor again. Could you please, for the love of fuck, remember what I clicked on, man? Okay. That is the right spot, but not really. Let's go back. Let's undo and undo. And then we're going to go back to this path tool. We could just use the terrain brush. Let's see how that looks. This is as small as I can get. That's a new issue I've never had before in my life. And there's no over under. So I can't tell what I'm doing here. Let's go back to this path tool. I think a path is what we're going to want. And we'll only use that when necessary. Whoops. So it goes, and it's so hard to see this. I'm going to put back that neon. Didn't draw anything. Yeah, it won't matter. So hard to see the grid here. Okay, and I can turn on this compare again. Fuck you. Sorry, excuse me. Talking to the thing, always defaulting back to the 4th level. We want a path tool, and we want this to be coming out here. We actually want it to like kind of this is a pain in the fucking ass to do, man, Jesus Christ. And then we'll go like this. And this is just to look at it. Good God, why doesn't that remember? Current level. See, with what I'm trying to do, fuck you. It's hard to tell. Reference floor is the second floor. I mean, that looks right there. But what does it look like when they're on top of each other? You know what I mean? And we can't look at that until I export this. So let's do that. Or let's fire up Foundry. We won't be able to see this, and this is all just for a test. This is crazy. There's gotta be an easier way to do this. If you know of an easier way to do this, tell me. One second here. Launch world. That's the one we want. I'm waiting patiently, but I could be doing something else here. Let's export we don't want the grid. We want WebP. We want the first floor. We're gonna you know what we'll do though? We'll fix this terrain first. It was forest twigs. And we'll export this. We don't want to crop it. That looks good. We're gonna actually write right over this other one. But first, before we do that, we're actually gonna go to this blank one here and activate it. And then, yes, replace. And then when that one's done, we gotta wait for it to finish here. It's gonna flash a thing up. At least it should flash a little thing up when it's done. Maybe. Hopefully. Possibly. I hit export. Yeah, I saw it do its little thing. It's taking its sweet fucking time though. I have show and folder turned on. Maybe it finished and it just didn't do its thing like it normally does. Nope. I was just impatient. Alright, then we're gonna export the second floor here. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna overwrite the old second floor. And is that dinging on my computer or in my ear? I think it's dinging on my computer. No? Weird. Alright, that one took significantly less time. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to, whoops. We're going to go back to Foundry here. Let's see if my reset this. I'm curious if my frame rate drops out when Foundry's up because I didn't have any issues since I turned off my camera. All right, so this should actually already have the changes because I exported them right on top. We're gonna look at the first floor. Okay, so that actually looks okay. We're gonna have to definitely delete. Oh, this has a weird line on it. Guess that's not the end of the world. But since we're looking at it, let's see if we can fix that. That was the second floor. Yeah, I didn't notice this line. I don't know if we can fix that. That's the other thing I notice a lot is when I'm actually running the game, I notice all sorts of bugs and a little weird shit. That is the path tool. And we're going to edit. Yeah, it just happens to hit on a wide part. Yeah, I don't think we can fix that. Undo that move. Hopefully it undid it. We'll just have to live with it. The next thing though we're gonna have to fix is we're gonna have to delete the first floor's wall. Which is fine. I was kind of hoping to wait so I could use it as a reference later, but we have it on the second floor, so let's delete. What am I selected here? Let's make sure I'm selecting the right thing. I guess I could undo. Let's delete that. Did I delete the right thing? Don't know. See, that looks sketchy without being able to see the other floor. Fuck's sake. Make me pick that every time. Alright, so let's export now the first floor again. Am I doing this right? Yes. We're going to export. Let's go back to the blank one over here. I've noticed that it doesn't like you to overwrite doesn't like you to overwrite what you're doing while Foundry has it open, which totally makes sense. It's nothing against Foundry. I don't think that Foundry or DungeonDraft are an issue there. First floor, export, first floor, save. We'll get to the crops and stuff here. We just have to, well, no, we won't get to the crops today. This river is going to be a, actually, so it won't be a pain yet, as long as, so I'll do the, I don't even know if we'll have time. I'm already over my, yeah, I'm already over my, a lot of time because of all the technical issues. Maybe make sure this part works and then I'll call it a night for this. Maybe I'll stream some more of this tomorrow. I don't know. I gotta figure out this issue with my camera and stuff. We're still waiting this to export, by the way. Is it done? I think it's done. It is done. All right. We can go back to here. We can go to here. So I accomplished very little today. Well, I came up with a good idea. I hope it's a good idea. I just like the idea of this like stagnant water. It'd also be cool. Now this is a dumb idea. Do a waterfall from the level above. The reason I say it's a dumb idea is because I have no idea how I would do a waterfall. I would have to have someone draw me a token or something. All right, get over here, buddy. All right, so this works. This is the whole thing where it doesn't look how pixelated that one is though compared to the other ones. Oh, and there's a little hole in the world there. You can see the Tron grid. I make the grid red because I can't see the grids. I have so many issues seeing the grid. All right, so that's actually gonna work. We're looking at the third floor though. First floor doesn't really matter actually. So that will work. And let's look. Might as well look at our little thing over here. How's this look? Looks fine. Doesn't look great. Oh, no. I mean, it looks fine. We're gonna make a little path and stuff in here later. Um, yeah. So they'll be able to go in here. Is there any other weirdnesses we want to look at here? Man, I can't believe how little I got done just with that one idea. It, like, ruined. This one's all pixelated too. Huh. The reason why I don't do it like 150 DPI or whatever when I export is because the maps are so big, 150 pixels, um, that I noticed I did some testing originally and it actually causes a lot of issues if the minute I get above 100. Uh, all right, so I think or we're all set there. I'm actually going to call it a night. I know I didn't accomplish much, but we had technical difficulties and everything else. I'll probably stream something later if I can figure out how to fix my camera. Or maybe, what is today, a Saturday? Maybe I'll do something Saturday related, get shit faced or something. I don't know. So that is it. Thank you for dropping in, and I will talk to you next time. Definitely, we'll probably be streaming this again sooner, but if not, I definitely on Saturdays.